This is my GitHub account or my repo. From here, this is my Kubernetes cluster. Minikube, COPS, EKS, any type of kubeadm through. Now within this Kubernetes cluster, I am going to install Argo CD. Why? Argo CD is going to monitor my GitHub repository. If anything is changed, immediately Argo CD is going to pull it and apply to this cluster. Okay? Suppose, yes, any doubts, Max? From Git, we are going to upload to GitHub. What we are going to upload? Our deployment, our service. So once we upload deployment YAML, service YAML from Git to GitHub, what happens? Something is changed. Once something is changed, Argo CD continuously monitor this repository. Okay, per 3 minutes. Each and every 3 minutes, it is going to monitor my repository. Okay, monitor the repository, and if anything is changed, this is desired matter and this is actual matter. Suppose I uploaded one deployment, replica is 1. What happened? Argo CD is going to pull it and apply it to Kubernetes cluster. So one deployment and one pod, everything is available here. Fine. Number 1. Now I just change in GitHub repository the same deployment, replica is 3. So Argo CD, each and every 3 minutes it is going to check the repository. I change replica 1 to 3. What happened? Again Argo CD is going to monitor. Argo CD is going to check your desired matter is 3 replica, but actually 1 replica is running. So Argo CD is going to pull it and apply it. Okay, so this is CI/CD, Git to GitHub, GitHub to Argo CD. In our legacy method, we are going to use Git to GitHub, GitHub to Jenkins, Jenkins to Ansible, Ansible to Kubernetes cluster using some playbook. But nowadays matter is this one, using Argo CD, and this process is known as not DevOps, it is known as GitOps. And mostly the client who are using Kubernetes cluster, they are going to use this Argo CD concept. Okay, so let's see this Argo CD practically. So Argo CD purpose, what is the requirement? Minimum requirement, one Minikube, one Kubernetes cluster. Then we have to install Argo CD and configure and continue it. But Argo CD purpose, I already uploaded one video and I already sent it, that is on CentOS 7, Minikube and Argo CD, and successfully I show there. But in this Minikube, Minikube is okay, but for Argo CD, when it is tried to connect from this cluster to your GitHub repository, if you continue on Red Hat, CentOS or Rocky, some issues are there. It is not going to successfully connect the GitHub repository. Okay, so for that purpose you must use this one. No, no, I mean 1 minute. আমি অ্যাকচুয়ালি কালকে আপনাকে জিজ্ঞেস করতাম না যে আপনার শরীরটা ঠিক আছে কিনা, আপনি যাবো কিনা, তো বেজে আমি কাল পরশু দেখা যাবে। এমনি ওয়েদার ভালো না, গন্ধ হয়ে যায় জামা কাপড়, একটু রোদ উঠুন তারপর দেখা যাবে। হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ, আমি রাত্রিবেলার থেকে আমি একবার যখন দোকানে যাবো জিজ্ঞেস করে নেবো আপনাকে, ঠিক আছে? Okay, so this is one uh, Ubuntu. I installed Ubuntu 22.04. Minimum requirement 2 GB RAM, 2 CPU. I use enough RAM and CPUs, disk space also. Now update the system. I already updated and rebooted. Okay. Now we have to install Docker. After that, we have to add this user in Docker group. Which user? I log in here as a Anand, because in Ubuntu you cannot log in as a root. If you enable it, then you can switch, but you have to log in as a this user. This is a sudo user. Then we are going to download the Minikube binary, check the version, install, then kubectl installation, then Minikube cluster start using driver Docker. Once Minikube is running, everything is okay. We just check the node and cluster. Yes, Minikube is ready. Once Minikube is ready, then we are going to install ArgoCD and configure ArgoCD. Okay. So let's start. I already completed this portion, update and reboot. Unnecessary, it will take some time. So now it should be with sudo password welcome. Now Docker installation over. Going to download the Minikube. Minikube also over. Now kubectl apply the execute permission. Move to binary folder, bin. It is showing version. Now you have to create the Minikube using Docker as a driver. So Minikube is running. You can check the node. Minikube is ready. It is a control plane. 1.32 version is running. And if I check the cluster info, so it is going to show Kubernetes control plane is running at this address, that is Minikube address. Core DNS also running. So Minikube installation over. Deployment not now. Now what is the requirement? We have to install Argo CD. github.com. This is my GitHub account. In GitHub account, suppose if I use this repo test city, within this one folder is there YAML. Inside of this folder, Nginx deployment and Nginx node port service. One deployment is there, replicas 1, and one service is there, node port service. Fine. So you'll use it. Now our target is Argo CD. Argo CD installation purpose. First we have to create one namespace. Say if I check the existing namespace just like VPC type, isolate your application and others. If I check default namespace, whenever we deploy any pod or anything, it is going to by default this is the place, same as default VPC. Other few namespace is there, kube node lease, kube public, kube system. Inside of kube system, your static pod or system pod is running. So now whenever we install anything, see we install Argo CD, So I'm going to create one namespace as Argo CD. In future, when we are going to install Prometheus, we have to create one different namespace. Okay. So kubectl create ns means namespace, and namespace name is Argo CD. After that, if I check again once more namespace, one namespace is created Argo CD. Just 3 seconds. Now we have to install the Argo CD. Sometimes you may face problem, that is in Argo CD, few Argo CD version is not stable, so it will show some error. So Argo CD is now installation over, something is going on, you can check through this. Okay, watch command is not available here, we have to install, otherwise simply you can check it. kubectl get pod, it is showing 0 by 1, 1 by 1, 0 by 1. So you have to wait until it is going to show 1 by 1. Only one is 0 by 1, rest are ready. If you install watch, then just one shot you just write it, watch is going to update. So right now it is okay, everything is 1 by 1. Argo CD related, so many things are there. So I'm going to check that service, everything is running. If you check Argo CD related all informations, not only here get all, then it is going to show number of things. These are all replica, these are all deployment, these are services, this is pod, Argo related, and this is my command. So Argo related everything is running, up and run, everything is 1 by 1 showing. Fine. So now Argo CD related password, same as Jenkins type, we have to execute this command, it is going to show you the password. So your password is this one, right? This is your password. Now Argo CD, same as here, also showing some password. Now Argo CD web interface, that is UI, user interface. Okay, for that purpose, first we have to forward the port 4432 to 2746, or any other port you can utilize, 8888, 8080. So I'm going to forward the port. Port forwarding over. Now I have to open one browser and HTTPS localhost 2746. So let's open. So it is going to show warning. By default it is using HTTP, not secure, advanced, accept the risks. So it will show the Argo CD homepage. Now in Argo CD homepage, how to log in? User is admin and password you have to copy from here. This is your password, copy it, paste it and sign in. So this is Argo CD page. First job is user info. User info means we have to update the password. So current password, new password, I am using capital W, welcome 123 at, confirm, capital W, welcome 123 at, save new password. So successfully we change the password. Now next job is settings. Settings means I have to connect my repository from my this Argo CD. So click on repository. We have to log in once more. Admin and password is welcome 123 at. Now in settings, connect repo. How to connect my repo? I'm using HTTPS. It is a Git repository, name optional. If you manage multiple, then you can utilize name. Argo 1, Argo 2 or project 1, project 2 like this. Project defaults and repository URL. Repository URL is through HTTP, this one, HTTPS. Just copy and paste it. If it is private repository, then username, password or token is required. Click on connect. Successfully it is connected. Okay, that means my GitHub repository and this Argo CD is connected. Fine. Now what is my duty? Next duty is application, that is the deployment. In my GitHub, within this test CD, YAML directory is there. Inside of this, some deployment and service is there. It should be deployed. So here applications, either from this application or from here, this triple dot create application. Okay, either from here or from here, new app. Application name, any name, my Argo. Project name, default. Sync policy, not manual, automatic. Automatically my Argo CD is going to connect. These are all different options. Source, your repository URL. Branches not required. Path. In my repository, my YAML code is available inside of YAML folder. So we have to write here that folder name. And some option also there, that is any subfolder option. Suppose within this YAML, I save all the deployment under deployment folder, all the services under services folder. Okay. Destination, current URL, that is my cluster. Namespace, we are using default, because when this pod is going to create, service is going to create, that is create on default namespace. This is directory recursive. If inside of YAML again different directory is there, then you just click it. external variable, include, exclude, nothing is there. So I just mention it. Now I try to create it. So this heart symbol, that is status healthy, and still now it is unknown. We have to wait. It is try to pull. It is going to sync to this site. You can sync app. Sync means again connection. Refresh app. It is already showing healthy, normal or hard. Once it is over, it is going to show in different way. You can check what is the status. Now still it is unknown. Maybe some issues are there. Sync or refresh or anything. So once it is going to green color, that is once it is going to show it is okay, then we are going to check here. Yes, one deployment is there. Okay, it is already synced, already connected. Your cluster name, everything is okay. Your GitHub related, that YAML folder, check it. GitHub, my repository, test cd git, inside of that YAML. Maybe some problem is there, code I didn't check the code. And in cluster default, that is in my current cluster, under default namespace, it is going to apply that YAML. Okay, so still now some problem is there because it is showing unknown. It should be known after some times. You check my previous video also, and after that it is going to show here your, it is synced, but sync status one unknown, some options are there. It is showing that progressing. So total report is there. Once application is deployed, here in this place it is going to show graphically. Okay, here it is going to show graphically. See, it is health is okay, sync is okay, but again some problem is there. Yellow color, it is showing some missing, something is missing, some problems are there. So it is also going to show green color. Once it is green color, both are green color, okay, then only we can proceed. So different options, still it is unknown. We have to check why it is, what is the problem, and once it is okay, you can move to in any other position, other location wise. So here it is going to show that your application is already deployed. You can check our previous video. I already sent you. I will show you that location. and I will check it. What is the problem here? DevOps Kubernetes 15. This is ArgoCD Minikube. Check it once but repository connection application. Say Argo. If it is required, it can skip schema. This is my search. Well, names. When inside of it, okay. So let's in this. See, once it is okay, synced and others, then it is going to show in this way. Okay, check it. So please check this one. I already sent it. Number 4, GitOps with Argo CD and Minikube. And here I'm just going to any edit option is there. New app. My test project name default. Sync policy is automatic. Repository branches. Main path. YML. Destination current cluster. Namespace. Default. Subdirectory is not there. Create it. This time it is facing some error. My Argo is created, but it is not continuing. Last 8 minutes. So delete it. Application name My Argo. My test also showing the same features. Unknown. It is deleting right now, but still it is also unknown. Maybe some issues are there. It is not going to take 2 minutes. It is 2 minutes ago. Within 1 minute operation over, because simple matter, just connect and very simple one Nginx. Okay, some issues are there. So I will check that issue, but by that time you just check this video as well as the old video. Already I sent it. So application portion, and let me check it why it is not going to sync. Status healthy, that is it is searched, but maybe cluster related any issues are there, any security or anything is there. So let me check it and I will update you. Okay, so please try to complete this Argo CD, but the Argo CD is not possible in any Rocky, CentOS or Red Hat. It is only possible in Ubuntu. So best option Ubuntu 22, 24, any version you utilize. If you want to check in AWS, then you create AWS T2 medium Ubuntu, because 2 GB 2 CPU is required. So T2 micro is not possible. Otherwise you can create on local machine using Ubuntu and check it. Okay, by that time I'm going to update you this portion, why it is not going to healthy. First option, two options should be status. This one actually syncing purpose, it is facing some problem when it is try to fetch the application where it is in my that particular GitHub repository YAML directory. So it is facing some problem to fetch the that particular file. Okay, so let me check it, and why it is I will send another video. So you just go through this video.